our way down to Miami Valley. There was freezing rain today, but just a hint, like we're going past London? Way past London. It's sunny here, plus 4. On its way to 22 degrees Celsius in Miami Valley, but heavy winds. Not that matters. So, a couple of little tidbits to talk about. One, we had, I gave you guys the vet report, the update, Monday from the 4 horses that went to the vet. All were favorable. The operation, the procedure to take the OCDs out of Twinbee Habanero, complete success, so that's good. Adrenaline Rush went in today to get a little procedure done. There was something weird happened when he got castrated a long time ago. There was some sort of infection that had walled off in there. He's trained down. He's, as I said to our clients the other day, pretty well ready to go. We trained him in 2.5 last week. Trained him again this morning. Track was a little crappy, but trained him again this morning, and then got to go get that procedure done. Now the downtime, I guess, is like a castration. I'm going to think a week, 10 days of light jogging, no training, but he's there now. He's ready to go. Now today's video is about what's going on with the horses. I had alluded to the fact that maybe we would sell one of the horses down here because we're only allowed to race 2 of the horses in the final that are racing. Now we have 3 that will mathematically make the final at Miami Valley. You're only allowed by the rules to have 2 in the final. Now, Levator and Eldis Patrick have a series at Yonkers starting next week, actually the exact same day as the final in Miami Valley. Now, there's 3 legs and a final in New York. When we first went down, I'm like, well, fine, we'll skip the first leg, no big deal. There's obviously more at play now. We have these horses that made it into the final. That's the first problem. The second problem was I'm a little upset with myself that I didn't put Royston's Punch in the Yonkers race. To be honest, I just didn't think he was quite good enough. He clearly made a fool out of me last week in a good way. But a lot of questions surrounding him. He's got a lot of money made. He's upwards of 6-7 wins now. So he still has classification room in some places. Once he gets to 10, that lucky number of 10, there's nothing anywhere for him except open company. I don't mean the open trot. I mean aged horses, which is fine. The horse looked like he belonged anywhere the other day. So I guess the question's still rattling around in my head, are one of these horses going to end up for sale? They're all worth as much as they'll ever be worth right now, probably. But the other side of it is they're decent horses. So is the road ahead bumpy somewhat? Do we cut one of these horses loose? All of them are worth a lot more than we paid for them right now. I'm super happy with the way they've been racing. But this is obviously a question that is concerning me, to say the least. I'm going to continue to have a look at it, and then I'll address it after the races today. I think if Royston's Punch races great or races horrible, there's no point in putting him up for sale. It opens more doors. If he races okay today, and then I talk to Brett after, and he says, yeah, nice horse, but probably can't do in the open or the backup class here at Miami Valley, and then we got some questions, I guess. Do we sell him before the final? And then I guess the biggest question is, we don't want to be selling the winner of the final. So a lot of questions rattling around. Now that isn't even what the video was about today. That's a little update on what's taking place with Eldis Patrick, Levator, Stay Close, and Royston's Punch today. Next week is what this video is about. We do have 2 horses heading to New York, and they will be heading to New York. So if you are an owner of Levator or Eldis Patrick, you will need your New York license for next week. Now, the reason I say this today is I'm sure there's going to be some people that are going to want to sell their shares. I know what this happens every single time we send a horse to the state of New York. People start exiting the ownership, which is upsetting. That's a New York problem. That's not a you problem. That's not a me problem. I'm certainly not blaming anybody for doing that. That's a problem that is built by and remains on the shoulders of New York State. And that's something they'll have to deal with someday. But for today, for right now, for Wednesday, heading into a race that's 6-7 days from now, anybody that owns Levator or Eldis Patrick will need a New York State Racing Commission license as an owner next week. So let me know, please. Let me know if you want to stay involved with these horses, and you are involved with these horses, and you are not licensed. Let me know. We'll work on that. We'll help you work on that. And obviously, if you don't want to be part of the ownership anymore, I'm sure you can rectify that. If you don't know how to put your shares up for sale and you want to, I'm sure Wendy can help you out with that. I personally, I can't. I don't do anything on the back end of the site, but Wendy certainly can. So I thought I'd bring that to you today. The video I do later after the races, I'll mention that also. But I wanted to make sure that everybody knew moving forward that we are going to New York with Levitor and Eldis Patrick for sure next Wednesday. I guess Levitor for sure next Wednesday. Eldis Patrick likely for next Wednesday. The start of the John Brennan trotting series next Wednesday evening at Yonkers. 3 legs and a final, and Levitor and Eldis Patrick will be in that next week. So I'll talk to you all very soon. Hope you're having a good day. Take care.